What's going on, y'all? So I'm back here today. I wanted to do my first video on my minoxidil journey today on my YouTube channel. I originally was using minoxidil. I actually got a box right here that I can show you guys. I was actually using minoxidil back in 2017 to 18 period. I used it for about a year. And at that time, I was just getting out of college. I was about 21, 22 at that time. And I had no sort of beard growing genetics. My dad never really had like a full-on beard. My grandfather never really had a full-on beard. Neither did my mother paternal parents either. I wasn't completely sure if it was completely possible for me, but I still wanted to get into actually trying to grow it. And at the time, I actually ran into minoxidil, and at the time, it was just labeled as Rogaine. And I decided, might not just completely try and see if I have any sort of beard growing genetics. And after about a year or so, I was able to actually grow in like a full beard. I wasn't able to connect my mustache to my actual beard, but I was able to grow in like these sideburns, as you guys see here. I didn't do it for a full 2 years, which is what I heard the amount of time it took for it to actually turn your hairs into like terminal hairs. So even if you cut it off, it wouldn't like stay off, it would actually grow back. So after about a year or so, like the hair around like my beard line started like thinning a little bit, and then I did want to go like the goatee route, so I actually did shave it off completely. And at that time, it just wasn't growing in as strongly. I actually just ended up just not doing Rogaine or minoxidil for a few years now. And this year, I actually have been having like thoughts about wanting to connect my full beard. So if we get a little bit closer to the screen here, we actually see that I have my mustache here and it stops like right there. And then I have like my full beard now, and I want to connect this portion here and then connect this portion here. So I want to connect all that together. I am officially 1 month into using minoxidil, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts in terms of how it's been going. To the box here, so it's actually minoxidil 2%. It's the version that actually has biotin, which is actually something to grow like, fingernails and hair. So I thought that was like a pretty cool version. This was the same version that I used, except at that time it didn't have the actual biotin in, but it was like the foam version. I was thinking about using like the actual liquid portion, but that one, I think I tried like for a week or two, and it just really irritated my skin. So I have like very sensitive like facial skin, so I just opted to just not do that anymore. This is what it actually looks like here, the minoxidil version that comes in this foam version. This one is a little bit different from when I was originally using it back in 2017. It was actually just like a little like lever head where I would just press and it'll come out. This version is cool because it has like these bristles on it. You can see it's almost like a mini brush. Yeah, so it's almost like a mini brush. So like when you pump it, the foam actually comes out of there. You can actually just brush it into your beard. It took about like maybe 1 to 2 pumps a day to actually get my complete beard line, and I would put it within this whole entire region here. So all that region there, all that region there, and my goal was essentially to raise it up a little bit higher from my jawline, and then to also line it up and connect it right there as well. So I'm not looking exactly into the camera, but I just wanted to look into the screen so I can actually show you guys what I'm actually trying to grow. I'll put on a video on the screen of what my beard looked like before I started doing minoxidil. This is the official like 1 month mark, and I think that personally I had like a lot of good growth. I think the fact that this has extra infused biotin in it was probably pretty helpful as well. Tell you guys a little bit of the downsides. One of the things that I noticed, and this is something that was consistent with the last time that I used minoxidil as well, is that it did cause me to break out a little bit more. At that time, I didn't have as good as a skincare routine, so I broke out a lot more. But you can see right here, I can put it right here. I have 3 breakouts there that happened in the month that I used minoxidil, and I wasn't really breaking out like that before I actually started the skincare routine. It does really dry your skin out, so I've been trying to be a little bit more mindful to create a routine where my skin still stays hydrated, because when you put it on, you have to let it sit on your skin and actually dry out, which took about 5 to 10 minutes. And then once that is settled in place, I left it on my face for about 4 hours, and then when I got home, I would just wash it off my face and then do my regular skincare routine and make sure that I put the face lotion on and the beard moisturizer. That way, like, it doesn't stay dry and cause all the bunch of flaking and cracking and, you know, potential breakout. Was thinking about whether or not I needed to do it once or twice a day, but I saw that there was some, you know, new research and a lot of more comments on it on whether or not you should be using it once or twice a day. When I was using it back in 2017, I was using it twice a day, but I saw that the half-life, which means like how long it lasts for, was about 18 hours. So it wasn't really useful for me to be doing it twice a day. I usually do this routine where I would get into work, I would do my normal skincare routine before I came in, and then when around like 12:55, 1 came around, I would get like a regular towel. I'll put really hot water on it, let it cool off a little bit, and then put it over my entire beard, let it soak in to open up the ability to open up my pores. And then once those pores were all opened up, then I would get the minoxidil and then do the couple pumps, put it on the entire beard line, and then put it right here to try to connect that portion there. And then also over here to try to connect that portion here. And then also right here. I don't think this one is going to be too successful, but I don't want to completely count it out. And I am still putting minoxidil in that region as well. Every Sunday and every Wednesday, I also do a derma roller, the 5mm one, not the 2.5. I do that to mostly to kind of help promote the growth of my beard. And I feel like compared to when I first started, granted I was starting with nothing, I feel like the hair is coming in a lot more thicker, as you guys can see. This time for this journey that I'm going to be doing the minoxidil, I'm going to be doing it for at least minimum 2 years. That way they can turn into terminal hairs. That way if I decide to, like, you know, do a shave and do like a goatee, that it actually comes back even fuller. If you guys are doing this as well, put some comments in the comment section down below so we can follow each other's journey. And I'm not using for my hair because my hair, as you can see, is coming out quite nicely. In terms of beard maintenance for clipping, I don't really cut anything over here or over here, or especially this region, because I'm trying to connect this to this. So I was doing a little bit of research, and you don't want to keep on cutting because it's just going to keep on coming to that same area. The only thing that I really line up is over here. I just try to line this up so it doesn't look like super thick and like unsightly. So I just kind of line that part up here, but anything from like this to over here, I don't cut at all. I just leave alone. That is the video. Comment down below if you guys have questions. I'll give you guys my journey and give you guys, you know, side effects that I'm feeling. I'm not really feeling like some people feel like arrhythmias or like palpitations. I'm not really getting that at all. I do feel like I get a little bit more dehydrated quicker. But I've been drinking a lot of water. Try to, as you can see over there with that bottle over there, I try to drink like a gallon a day. So yeah, that's pretty much the journey. So I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.